is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Ko Tene Terayo Irirangi INC Radio DZEM 954. Te Korero Whakapono, ko Terayo Irirangi o Te Hahi, Karaiti Whare Harakia.
Hello everyone! Good afternoon po sa lahat. Over the past weeks, you have been with us, and today, once again, good afternoon. Welcome to You Are in New Zealand, and we are coming to you from INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio. Today is especially meaningful, everyone, as we reach the final episode of our January Build Me Up series. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. This is Sister Aisha Tanyag from the local congregation of Hutt Valley, Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand North.
This is Sister Yvonne Dahunan Simisan from the local congregation of Auckland, the District of New Zealand North. Hello, everyone. Over the past weeks, we've talked about growth in many forms. Finding joy again, learning to recover from setbacks, and strengthening connections. Today, we bring it all inward with our final theme, Build Your Heartwork. This episode is about inner growth, the kind that doesn't always show, but deeply matters. We'll talk about healing from insecurities, being honest with ourselves, and doing the quiet hard work that strengthens our identity, character, and faith.
We are so excited to share this episode with you, everybody. And we know that hard work isn't about perfection. It's all about our awareness. And when we let inner growth be neglected, it affects how we serve, how we relate to others, and how we see ourselves. And when we do the hard work within, Sister Yvonne, everything else begins to align. And also, there are researchers and psychologists often say that real growth starts with awareness. Research shows that people who regularly check in with their emotions are better in handling stress and less likely to react impulsively.
Which makes sense, Sister Aisha, because self-awareness helps us begin our journey to self-growth as well, into fixing the things that need to be fixed, finding out more about ourselves, and we understand more what's happening inside of us. We're more grounded in how we respond to the world around us. What's one thing you're trying to improve about yourself, Sister?
Sister Yvonne, I'm always trying to improve my patience, especially that I have 3 kids. It's always something that I always want to work on. And I know that it really impacts my children and my family. So yes, I'm always praying about that. How about you? What's something that you're trying to improve about yourself?
I am definitely trying to improve my confidence and how I deal and manage my anxieties as well, especially in public spaces. And of course, even in private spaces when I'm so overwhelmed and overtaken by the heavy burdens of thoughts that goes on in my mind. I feel like it's really important for me personally to work on that in order for me to become a better version of myself.
Thank you for sharing that, Sister Yvonne, and I'm sure that a lot of our brethren can relate to that. So now we want to ask you as well, and we want to know what's one thing that you're trying to improve about yourself. Here on INCRadio, we and here is a safe space for everyone for you to share those things, and we'd like to know. So please share them with us in the YouTube live chat. I can already see that we already have a lot of our brethren connected, Sister Yvonne. So let me quickly say hi to Sister Ashley, Sister Riz, Sister Karen Del Rosario, Sister Novi, and Brother Saldi, Brother Edgar Boldes is also here already. So please share with us, what's one thing that you're trying to improve about yourself?
But of course, before we go through all the wonderful answers that we'll definitely be getting today, let us listen to this song that captures the spirit of unity and commitment. It is called Soldier of Christ from INC Original Music.
at war, battling against this world. There's so many problems that we must face, but it's almost over. There's so many obstacles that get in the way, but remember we have God on the side, and He's a guide. We'll reach the finish line.
Yeah, this day we're waiting for the final trumpet sound. He'll come and save His nation, the day of our salvation.
Don't lose hope, hold on to it tight. We'll fight the good fight. This is a battle cry. For our faith we will
Let's
fight.
arm ourselves with the armor of God. Let's stand the ground with hope and love. Let's push on through the trials and hardships of life, like a soldier of Christ, like a soldier of Christ. Yeah, this day we're waiting for the final trumpet sound. He'll come and save His nation, the day of our salvation.
Don't lose hope, hold on to it tight. We'll fight the good fight. This is a battle cry.
For our faith we will
Let's
fight.
arm ourselves with the armor of God. Let's stand the ground with hope and love. Let's push on through the trials and hardships of life, like a soldier of Christ, like a soldier. Let's arm ourselves with the armor of God. Let's stand the ground with hope and love. Let's push on through the trials and hardships of life, like a soldier of Christ, like a soldier of Christ. Let's arm ourselves with the armor of God. Let's stand the ground with hope and love. Let's push on through the trials and hardships of life, like a soldier. Let's arm ourselves. Let's arm ourselves with the armor of God. Let's stand the ground with hope and love. Let's push on through the trials and hardships of life, like a soldier of Christ, like a soldier of Christ.
There you go. That was Soldier. Sorry, there you go. That's Soldier of Christ. And I love the beat of that song, Sister Yvonne. And such a powerful song po, to remind us to stand strong and to have faith, always have our faith, and to always be courageous in everything that we do. So we hope that you also like the song, dear brethren. But for now, we will have a short break. So stay with us, because after a break, we will share more practical tips about our topic for today. And of course, a fun game to get everyone involved. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
We are presenting the Iglesia ni Cristo Sign Language Guide, Android and iOS version. We gladly introduce the new interface of our INC Sign Language Guide, Android, and the much-awaited iOS version. The INC Sign Language apps is a project of the Christian Society for the Deaf under the Christian Family Organizations Office of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ. It is a part of the Church's continuous intensive efforts to reach out to and care for the deaf, INC members and non-members alike. This free sign language app includes the following features: 8,000 plus vocabulary entries, all in video. customizable video playback speeds, examples of signed phrases and sentences, categorized everyday signs like alphabet, numbers, colors, greetings, educational terms, medical terms, legal terms, Iglesia ni Cristo and religious terms, and many more. User maintainable favorites category, fast search and voice search, all features are available offline. And since these sign language applications contain phrases concerning the Iglesia ni Cristo and religious terms, we can use these apps in inviting more deaf fellow men to learn the basic doctrines being taught inside the church. For more information, please visit www.iglesianicristo.net, www.facebook.com/Christian Family Organizations, www.facebook.com Christian Society for the Deaf. Thank you for your support.
From learning their first ABCs to proudly counting 1, 2, 3. Every little step a child takes is a victory worth celebrating. These tiny triumphs may be small in size, but they carry big smiles, big dreams, and big potential. Get ready for a joyful and inspiring episode on INCRadio Southeast Asia, the home of the Cheerful Hearts family. Join us as we celebrate the amazing talents, skills, and milestones of our young brethren. Proof that even at a young age, great things are already happening. Tune in this Saturday, January 31 at 1 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, and let's cheer on our little ones together. Only here on INCRadio Southeast Asia, where cheerful hearts come alive.
Ko Chennai Cherayo Irirangi INCRadio DZEM 954. Che Correro Fakapono, Ko Cherayo Irirangi Oche Hahi, Karaiti Farek Harakia.
We forever INC.
And we're back here, and you are in New Zealand, brought to you by INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio. You're listening to our episode today, Build Your Heartwork, our last installation for this month's Build Me Up series. And before we go on to the game for today, let's go through some comments in the YouTube live chat, starting with a comment from Brother Dennis Dahunan, our district minister here in New Zealand North. He says, greetings and happy viewing to all brethren. Please continue to support our INCRadio programs. May God bless us all po. There are some brethren po greeting their locals as well. Sister Riz, Sister Karen, Brother Zaldi, Sister Novi, and we have one brother from Wellington, Brother Edgar, says, happy viewing po sa lahat ng mga kapatid watching from local of Wellington, District of New Zealand North. And hello po everyone. Do you have anything from your end, Sister Aisha?
Yes, Sister Yvonne, I saw that Sister Karen shared her answer about our question for today, which is what's one thing that you're working on yourself at the moment? So her answer is, I'm trying to find it. Sister Karen, where's your answer?
Oh, it's right here, po. I found it. She says that she needs to improve. I need to improve how I manage my time. I often try to do everything at once, then wonder why I feel rushed or tired.
That's so relatable, Sister Yvonne, right?
I was waiting for you to say that, sister, because you're a mom, and that's one thing my mom says as well. She does so many things at once, and then later on, she's like, I don't know why I feel so tired.
Definitely something that we can work on, Sister Yvonne. So thank you so much, Sister Karen, for sharing that with us. And for the rest of our viewers, please do share your answers to our question today. What's one thing that you are trying to work on yourself or trying to improve about yourself? So There you go. We'll wait for your answers and we'll get back to our YouTube live chat later, Sister Yvonne. But for now, it's time to play our fun game this afternoon. And honestly, I'm a bit terrified because I know I won't do well with this. Our game today is called Fast Fingers. Fast Fingers for our viewers. Okay, so let me tell you about this game. We'll say a word and you have to type it or spell it backwards in the chat. Our anchors, me and Sister Yvonne, will try to spell it backwards on air. But for our live viewers, as I've said, the correct answer. Oh, hang on. The first person who gives the correct answer wins. So that's why it's named Fast Fingers Pod now. So let's see who's the quickest. And for me and Sister Yvonne, Sister Yvonne did so well. But yeah, good luck with us, Sister Yvonne, and we will try our best to answer our game for today. But what's more important is for you to spell this on the YouTube live chat. Backwards po na mga kapatid. Not the typical spelling. We have to spell it backwards. Okay, Sister Yvonne. First word is philosophy. All right?
Okay. Backwards of
first word is philosophy. Go.
Okay. YHPOSOLIHP.
Wow! Correct. Okay, let's see if any of our brethren tried to spell on a YouTube live chat. Okay, I don't see anyone. Maybe they're just, I'm just waiting to warm up. Okay, all right, everybody. Our next Sister Yvonne.
Yes, the next one's a little bit easier. I think the first one was quite difficult. That's why, Sister, a lot of them were like frozen, didn't know what to type down. But the next one is microphone.
Okay, spell microphone backwards. Okay, microphone. ENOHPORCIM.
Yes, perfect, sister. You got it right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sisters. Brother Beamer from Tonga, our minister from Tonga, says, philosophy spelled it right backwards. So I think he's the first one there.
Okay, so see. Okay, and Sister Cynthia also is the first one to spell microphone. Let's see, let's check. Backwards.
Yes, a lot of the yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, microphone is easier.
Cynthia. Also, Sister Vey also spelled microphone, correct? And Brother Beamer as well. Ayan. Good. So our viewers are warming up. Okay, next word. I wonder who's going to spell this the quickest. Next word for Sister Yvonne is extraordinary.
Extraordinary. YRANID. OARTXE.
I have to say, Sister Yvonne, you swapped the letters there. You swapped the R and the O after the D.
Oh, I knew I was gonna embarrass myself on this, sister.
Let's see who's gonna spell it fastest in our YouTube live chat. Or will anybody try to spell this? Extraordinary spelled backwards. Okay, Brother Beamer is our top student, top speller this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually correct.
Yes, I think Brother Beamer is on a roll, sister. He's just answering everything now. I think the winner has already been decided.
Extraordinary. Well, Sister Riz is not giving up. See, she spelled correctly as well. And Brother June Juan also. Okay, next word.
Okay. Yes, this is a bit easier as well, not too long. The
Yeah.
next word is adventure.
Adventure. Earutneva.
Yes, correct, sister.
Yay!
Well done, well done. How about in
I'm
our
sure you
live
can
chat?
tell how hard it is for us here.
Yes. I feel like it's a little bit easier on when
Easier.
you're typing it. Like when you're typing it, because you have time to spell things out there. But yes, Brother Beamer got it again. Sister Cynthia got it. Um, Brother Ernie got it.
Sister Riz
Sister
got it as
Riz.
well. Sister
Yes.
Softy Heart. That's so cute, sister. That's okay.
Yes.
And us, Brother June, you missed letter V. That's okay po.
Yeah, to those who are commenting the exact word you're hearing, just to clarify, but you're supposed to spell it backwards.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Sister Yvonne, this is your next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next word po is butterfly.
Okay, butterfly. YLFRETTUB.
Wow, that was so
Yes.
quick. Bakit ang hirap yung next sa akin? All right.
You can do this, sister. Just put all your focus
Sige,
in the word.
someone answer.
Okay.
Butterfly. Okay. You were too quick. Hindi sila nakikip up sa butterfly. Ayan na. Oh, si Sister Slow Butterfly.
Yeah, Sister Elvira, butterfly. Brother Robert, Brother Beamer, Sister Riz. Yes, they all got it right. Po, Sister Vea.
Karen humahaba sa extraordinary. Well done, Sister Karen. Okay.
Okay, next word. It's a little bit difficult, po, so really pay attention to the word. Misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding. GNIDNATS. I'm
You're close, sister. Very close.
okay, okay. Where am I? See again. Sister Ron.
One more time. One more time.
One more time. Misunderstanding. GNID. I can't. My brain, Sister Yvonne, can you do this for me?
The answer GNID RE. I'm stuck, sister. I can't. Maybe someone in the YouTube live chat can provide the answer. There we go. There's one. It says GNIDNATSREDNUSSIM.
Is it one? It's only one S po. Ayun.
Yes, one S. Close, very close.
Very close. So Sister Riz got it. Brother Dan was the first one. Brother Dan Ariola. Brother Dan! Woo! Galing! Okay. And Brother Ernie. Brother Robert. Understanding. Wow. I'm so impressed, Sister Yvonne. Okay, two more words and then we'll move on. These one are easier. Okay, Sister Yvonne, your next word is chocolatey.
Chocolatey. YEPALOCH. No.
Chocolatey.
Chocolatey. Hold on, one more time po. YEL. Wait, no. Y. Okay, now you do it, sister. I can't.
I even think that the spelling here is wrong. Okay, chocolatey. YETAL
Yes.
OCOHC.
Yes.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of them got
Ay,
it right.
ang
So
dami nakakuha. Brother Dan was the first one to get this as well. Brother Ernie, Sister Riz, Sister Vea got it as well. Now, last word. Last word is Sister Yvonne. Try this.
okay.
Celebration. Celebration.
Celebration. NOITARBELEC. Is that right?
Yay! That
Yeah.
was
I've redeemed
quick.
myself.
Redeemed. Ang galing. I am so impressed, Sister Yvonne, with all the brethren who were able to answer the hard ones. Grabe. Thank you so much po. And we hope na nagisaya. You're woken up by that game. And you enjoyed our game this afternoon.
Yes, and because they're up and awake and ready for the topic this afternoon, let's move on to our discussion. Now, Sister Aisha, why do you think is inner growth often harder than visible improvement?
Yes, Sister Yvonne. I really think that it's harder because it's something that we don't see. It's something that we try to avoid sometimes because it makes us feel uncomfortable. So it's something that may require us to really look into ourselves. So unlike the visible changes, like visible improvements that we like to do on our physical bodies, it's something that is even deeper. So, and also it's not something that often people see, and maybe that's why it's harder. How about you? What's your thoughts about this, Sister Yvonne?
I agree with you, sister, that it is quite difficult compared to visible changes or physical changes because for physical changes, for example, if you want to become healthy or fit, you can just go to the gym, exercise. So there's like an exact manual on what you should do so that you can physically become better. But when it comes to our insides, we don't really have an exact manual that we can follow. We don't have the step by step direction of what we should do in order for us to get better. But of course, thankfully, inside the Church of Christ, the constant lesson that we receive in our worship services is that just as what Kai Eduardo mentioned before, our navigation and our life.
Yeah, totally. And because we are guided, Sister Yvonne, even though it is harder, it is possible, especially if we are aware. So that's where we start, right, Sister Yvonne? Now, how do you think, Sister Yvonne, insecurities quietly affects us and the decisions and the relationships that we have?
Yes, one thing to take note of, sister, and for everyone listening, if we are insecure, we are more likely to project our insecurities towards other people, and the tendencies of us hurting other people becomes greater. And so, working on our insecurities are definitely important to prioritize, so that we aren't always competing with other people, but instead, alongside them, we can be celebrating their victories as well, not only our own. And if we aren't insecure, we wouldn't be talking down on ourselves too much. So there's that. Sister, are you, well, of course, as human beings, we all have insecurities, but what is something that you are willing to share for that you're insecure about?
I would say like I remember also speaking about this 2 weeks ago. That when I was younger, Sister Yvonne, I know that I was very insecure, like physically and also I, I really had a hard time making friends, and I think that is because of the insecurity that I have, and also that feeling of not that fear of making mistakes. So
Mhm.
the moment um, I think through prayers and also through self work, I was able to overcome a lot of my insecurities. I remember being so insecure about my arms, or I even had one time I had a comment from someone who told me that they they think that my neck is shorter than usual, like those things that sometimes it stays with us, but actually it's not true. And if it can be like that person like projecting their own insecurities to us, but in I believe that through time, you heal, and most especially through the prayers and through our faith, we can heal through our insecurities. Sister Yvonne, how about you? Are you is there something that you want to share with us, are willing to share with us about any insecurity that you have?
Yeah, so before I share mine, though, sister, I just want to add to what you said earlier. Our insecurities comes mainly from our own voices, and sometimes we're so insecure about things, negative things that we see upon ourselves, things that other people don't. And you mentioned your insecurities, and to be honest, well, sister, and to those who are watching, I've seen Sister Asia in person. She's gorgeous. She's gold, literally. So see, this proves why that your insecurity is actually based off your perspective of yourself, not our perspective of you. Yes, and my insecurity have always been, I guess, yes, as you mentioned earlier, physically as well. But as of now, it would be my mental and emotional health. I feel like compared to other people, I am a little bit weaker compared to them, compared to how brave and courageous they are in facing problems in their lives. And I guess the environment that we grew up in really has some effect on that. We didn't grow up totally in the Philippines, but and we are well aware that Filipinos are quite resilient people. And I feel like that's one thing that I am very insecure about. I wish that I was more resilient, I was more courageous in terms of many, many things in life.
But I'm sure, Sister Yvonne, that this is something that you're, like you also, like you mentioned, like working on and praying on, right? And
Yes.
I love that right at this moment we are being vulnerable and being aware of those things to actually be an inspiration to our brethren, because like what we said earlier, our episode is not about being perfect, like doing the hard work, like what our episode is about, is not striving for that perfection, but the small step that we can do to improve ourselves. And the first thing that we can do is to be aware. Now, Sister Yvonne, now we know that we're being honest here, and we're like sharing our personal insecurities. What does being honest look for you? What does being honest with yourself actually look like?
Just as what you mentioned earlier, sister, it is when we confront things that makes us uncomfortable. So not only listening or looking at the things that are positive about ourselves, but all the more things that need some construction. So whenever we receive constructive criticisms and we are open about it and we accept it and we try to work on it, I feel like that is when we are most honest about ourselves. Yes, what do you think, Paul?
That's so true, and also it helps when we try to see ourselves in a positive way as well. It's not easy when we are snowed with negative thoughts about ourselves, and it helps when we don't judge ourselves for the mistakes that we've done and for the struggles that we're having. I think that honesty is more on being aware and having that clarity of what's happening within you in that instance, in that moment. And we can even say to ourselves, like, this is hard for me right now. And that's okay. But, through prayers and through God's guidance, this will pass, and I will be guided to make things better.
Yes, definitely, sister. And of course, changing habits that we're so used to, that is, it takes time. It's quite a difficult thing to do. And admitting that you're struggling with that and trying to help, trying to get help so that you can become a better version of yourself. You can become good, rather. Admitting that is being honest as well, Paul.
Definitely. Now, Sister Yvonne, I want to ask, what gives you direction when you're dealing with personal challenges or struggles that, most of us do have struggles?
Of course, most importantly above everything would be our Lord God and the love that He has promised to us since the beginning of time. Love is the very essence of why His companionship is promised to us, boy. And so, whenever I face great hardships in life and it seems so impossible to get through it, and everything just feels so dark, I try to remind myself of how much God has helped me in the past. I try to remind myself. I tell myself, how many times has God saved you? And answering that and just is enough for me to keep going. It's enough for me to have faith, to have that assurance that even if it takes time in his perfect time, when he will take everything away and he will save me and he will defend me from everything that is making life difficult for me. How about you, sister?
I just want to say that is so true. And even though I know that we don't have the same struggles, Sister Yvonne, and for the other brethren who is watching us right now, I'm sure that that is also true to what's happening in our lives. Like what you said, like saying saying that, and not really just being grateful, but just looking back as to how our Lord God has helped us in the past, really give us that assurance that He will help us through to like whatever we're struggling right at that moment. And Sister Yvonne, may I say, I think that you are not weaker than the others. Like this just what you just mentioned is really something that proves that you are actually resilient as well, just like all of us. So I hope that I hope that you realize
Thank
we
you so much, sister. That means a
I
lot.
hope, I hope that there is one comment here from Brother Dan. He shared that the Lord looks at the heart for a reason. He measures inner growth, the foundation. Reason why inner growth is more difficult because you are changing your foundation. That is so true, po. And because it's it's a work that we can only do for ourselves, right, Sister Yvonne?
Yes, po. And in your previous episode, actually, if I watched last week's episode. The hosts mentioned something about validating the experiences of everyone. It's true what you said, sister, and that we all face different problems in our lives. The gravity of it from this different perspective may be different, but we all carry our own burdens, and so it's truly important that we maintain that faith and that strong hold onto our Lord God po. Yes, so sister, my next question to you would be, how does hard work change the way we serve and interact with others?
For me, it's really important, really, Sister Yvonne, because having that clarity of what's going on inside us can lead us to be more aware of other people, right? And when we do the work, we we tend to be more prepared to help others, to care for others, and to have more genuine relationships and more authentic. So I feel like this is key for us to really connect authentically to our brethren and to other people. How about you? What's your take on this, Sister Yvonne?
For this one, I firmly believe that when we accept that we can only work towards perfection and can never be perfect, that there will always be flaws that will exist within us, it teaches us humbleness and it teaches us how to live with humility. And I feel like that definitely would change the way we approach dealing with other people, and how we look at them as well will be more understanding, will be more kind. And of course, that positive thing that we feel within us will radiate on the outside and can influence those around us. And just as what we're constantly taught, we're here in this world not to be influenced by the others, but to be influenced, to influence those who are around us. And so definitely working on ourselves matters a lot.
Definitely. Now, Sister Yvonne, how about this? We already talked about how important the inner work that we do inside ourselves is. So why do you think inner healing is essential for a long-term growth in our spiritual well-being and even our mental well-being?
Oh, so without healing, of course, growth becomes unstable, and addressing inner wounds allows our faith to deepen and remain strong through challenges. And if we aren't healed on the inside, we will be carrying that wound with us. And so, working on it is truly important. You know, with those wounds, it's possible for us. We're more prone to holding grudges, for example, not only towards others but even towards ourselves. And so, it's really important to heal and to learn to love ourselves, just as what God has been teaching us.
Yeah, that's so true. And also, we also pray for peace, like inner peace. And I think that this is very essential to have that. Like if we're praying for inner peace, sometimes maybe it's something that we have to look at, like healing and also doing the inner work so that we can have that inner peace that we pray for.
Yes, and the inner peace that you mentioned, sister, I definitely agree with that. No, po, our world is not going to get better along the way. It's just going to get harder and harder. Our problems will become heavier along the way. The world will become even more complicated. But as long as we have that inner peace, and as long as we continue to pray, of course, for God to bestow upon us peace, we can feel as though we are in the eye of a hurricane. Everything's going all over the place around us, but we are still, and we are able to maintain our perspective of just looking towards what we'll be receiving on the very day that we're waiting for.
I love that. And we also hope that our viewers are also enjoying our conversation this afternoon. Now, there's another comment here from Brother Noel Ilan. He said, being able to focus on our inner growth is giving ourselves justice and treating ourselves fairly. It will help us to prepare to be a better person, ready to face others and all challenges. That's so true, po, Brother Noel, and thank you for sharing that with us, po. So now, Sister Yvonne, before we continue, we'll have a look at how our brethren in the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand North is staying active and connected and inspired through our shared activities. So let's watch this.
You are my shield.
Very
Wow. Very active brethren in our districts. So we're very proud to have brethren in our districts, of course, who participate nonstop with the activities that we continue to have, the endeavors as well that we need to unite with inside the Church of Christ. Sadly, though, this brings us to the end of our Build Me Up series. Over the past few weeks, we explored how to build our spark, build our bounce, build our tribe, build our voice, and today, build our heart work. Each episode has reminded us that growth, whether in joy, resilience, relationships, or character, starts from within, and every small step we take matters.
That's right, Sister Yvonne. And as we close this series, let's carry all the lessons that we'll learn this month in our daily lives. We can reflect honestly, nurture our hearts, support one another, and let our faith guide us through all the challenges that we've faced. Now, before we end our episode, let me just quickly read more of the greetings here and some of the messages that were shared in our YouTube live to Sister Yvonne. So from Sister Rebecca, she said, understanding others, we need to be compassionate. Imagine yourself if you're in someone else's shoes. So we should not think others are better than us and avoid being so proud. There's also another comment from Brother Dan. He said, God himself heals the brokenhearted. Without inner healing, outward improvements will eventually crumble. And also one last, I think have I read this? Oh yeah, I think I've read this comment from Brother Noel. But thank you so much, Paul, for sharing those and for sending in your greetings. Lots of greetings, Sister Yvonne from Brother Melvin from Rakaya. Brother Butch is also listening. Sister Karen from Auckland. Hello po sa mga kapatid natin siya sa Auckland. Sister, what was this? Oh, Brother Jose Fuentes, hello po from Manukau, and from Brother Edgar Morales, local of Queenstown. Ayan, pahabol na mga greetings, Sister Yvonne. And from Sister Donna May Guerra from local of Papakura. Do you have any more greetings, Sister Yvonne? Anything that you want to read here?
I guess I just would like to touch on what Brother Dan said, sister, when he says, God himself heals the brokenhearted. I really, really love that. But to be honest, sometimes we find it so impossible to work on ourselves to heal, especially from brokenness, from all the pain that sometimes others inflict on us. But definitely, with the help and guidance of our Lord God, we can always heal. There isn't anything that is impossible with our Lord God. And if there's anybody who hurt us, he will defend us and he will sustain our needs in this life as well. So I guess that's one quote that we'd like everyone to remember. For God himself heals the brokenhearted.
Yes, I love that, Sister Yvonne. And also, just a huge shout out to all our brethren from Tauranga. I can see that they've already spammed our YouTube live chat today. So thank you so much, Paul, for all your support. And also from the local congregation of Manukau. Thank you so much, Paul.
Okay, before we end this whole broadcast, we would warmly want to thank Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister. Thank you so much, Paul, for your continuous love and care to each and every one of us. And of course, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo as well, our Deputy Executive Minister.
And also, we would like to say thank you to all our multimedia staff here in the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand North and South, and to all our viewers and listeners today. Again, Bob, many, many thanks for tuning with us, not only for today, but the whole month of our January series. And for next month, mga kapatid, we are so excited because we are going to have a shift and we will have and launch our Ready for Anything series, where we'll explore practical ways to stay prepared for whatever life brings. And now we'd like to share this teaser reel for you for our upcoming series. So let's watch this. There you go. Shout out to Sister 8 for helping us make that reel for our next month's launch of Ready for Anything series. So, so next month, hopefully you'll be with us again. And please keep watching, sharing, and subscribe to our INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio channel. And let's continue to grow stronger and more faithful every day. Bye po! Kakite! Good
Thank
afternoon,
you po.
everyone. Enjoy the summer day. Thank you po to all our live viewers, Brother Melvin, Sister Cheryl, Pahabol, and many, many more. There you go. May isa pang comment si Brother Dan. The Lord looks at the heart for a reason. Yun pala yung nabasa na natin yung kanina. Bye! Thank you po!